Logan and I are gonna go down and check on our air layering experiment real quick. It's been 6 or 8 weeks. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the date when I did them. But I think it's been about 8 weeks. So with any luck, hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got some roots forming inside those balls of oil and a bird. I mean, look, I'm hopeful, but I'm not necessarily optimistic for the results. This is a very first time, and I just have a hard time imagining that it's going to be that highly successful with being the very first time even attempting it. So, but we'll see. I mean, I've looked at a few of the branches that I can see in passing, and some of those branches are alive and thriving and well. So if nothing else, we haven't killed the branch or hurt the tree necessarily, regardless of whether we have roots or not. So we're gonna go peel back the foil on a few of these and see what we can find. Well, let's see how we did with any of this. Looks like maybe a couple of these are dead down here. Yeah, so those didn't take. Those branches are dead. Looks like that one got cracked by something. Just curious if we did get any start. Maybe we waited too long. Oh, there's still moisture in it. The branch is dead, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off and see. Yeah, we didn't get any root to start on that one. None whatsoever. Still plenty of moisture in there. For whatever reason, my attempt was incorrect and didn't work. Maybe it's the type of tree. Maybe it needs a little bit different technique or a little bit more something. Maybe I didn't get deep enough into the deep enough below the bark. Looks like maybe it started to form a little bit right there. Maybe a couple of spots, maybe right there. Looks like it's nubbing up on something. I guess there's a touch of life right there, but it's pretty much dying out and dead, both of those branches. Maybe because they were on the same side of the main branch. I don't know. Those of you that are experienced in air layering, maybe shout out and give me a little bit of an insight. This one I know was huge. Had a hard time getting enough soil around it, and it's a big one. It does still have life on here. Some of the branches have died. Some of it is alive and thriving. Still plenty of moisture in it. I don't want to fully unwrap it and hurt it if it's going to go, but I don't know. I'm going to leave that one for a minute because it's still alive on a good majority of it. I know there's a lot of other, like, I guess technique tricks, you know, or people using like leftover dairy cups, you know, or like sour cream cups or things like that to help trap more of the moisture, more of the soil, and cup more of it in there. Man, these just didn't do well. That one looks dead too. All the way down, I don't see any growth on it. But there's a lot of these branches underneath here that are dead too. And maybe I just didn't choose well from last year. I just picked what branches looked good this spring before anything was alive and awake. And yeah, see nothing. Not a bit. But you can see like this one here has an underling branch here, and it's all dead as well. maybe I just chose really poorly on the branches, because see, this whole beam here is dead. That one's only alive on part of it, and that's below the little air layering ball that I made. It's like maybe I should have chose one of these other branches a little bit. Maybe they were too old and they were dying anyway. See this one here too. All these lower underlying ones are kind of dying out. So maybe I just chose poorly. I don't know. See, I've got another one or two up here. I don't know if they're alive either. Climb in here and see. And no leaf on that one. Generally speaking, these plums kind of take off pretty well, I think, but maybe they're just not, maybe it's not the best to do these that way. Yeah, dead. Dead. Maybe these trees just need to be done a different way. Maybe I just need to take these suckers and put them straight in the ground. Take a shoot, put them right in the ground, and just plant them out instead. Maybe I've got too old of a branch. Maybe they're too, I mean, I would guess they're pretty old. Might have better success taking something like this. It's a green, fresh, first year shoot, or like this, that's probably second year growth. You got first year here and second year growth here. Maybe something like that, and just taking from it that way. I don't know. It's an experiment. There's a technique to it that guys that do it on the regular definitely make it look easy, but I'm sure there's so much to knowing the science of which trees you're using and things like that. I don't know. We're gonna go check the others and see. So far, these two plum varieties are a complete fail on that, but I think we may have success taking, like I said, like a second year, third year max, and just directly planting it, and it might do okay. So we'll see. This one, as big as it is, it actually looks more promising because the branch is still alive and doing well. It even has plums on. I'm gonna just peel back the foil and see if I see any roots forming. Oh, I think so. Yes. Okay. That one has some fresh, young, white sprouts in there. They are sprouting and starting to go. I know the root soil is small in there. There's not a lot, but it's intact and it's there and it's growing. So that one, I think, is going to be a success. I'm going to leave that probably another, I think I'll give it another month before I even bother doing anything with it. I don't know what the difference is. This one is the same variety as the second one we checked that were up and very horizontal. The same variety as that, but it is each one of these are more vertical. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Oh yeah. Yeah, both of these in here are alive and well with good new growth. There's even fruit on the branches. It looks like we've got some start of a few things going on in there. So I'm not going to really disturb it too much. I don't see like major root ball activity yet, but it may still be early for that. These might take 3 months to root up nicely. I don't know. Okay, so for whatever reason, this tree's doing excellent with those. All three of them have fruit and branches are good. There's new growth, there's plenty of leaves, and there's fruit on. There's little buds starting down in there. So these might be a wild success on this tree particularly. We're gonna figure out a few things out here. We got a few more to check. Yeah, this is the apple that we harvested. And I chose this branch, and looking at it now, it's just a terrible choice because it's completely socked in by the canopy. It comes right through here. And everything's crowded in. It does still have life on it. Right there is some leaf out and everything. So I'm just gonna leave that one alone. I'm not gonna bother looking at it. There's not enough growth and life on the tips of that to worry about it yet. And it may just get choked out by the canopy anyway. Everything else down in here is pretty much dead. The other one is way up in there somewhere. I climbed way up to make sure that I had something out of the canopy. I don't even know, I can't see the foil ball. No, it's up there. It's up there a ways. Well, I guess I'll get climbing and find it when I get up there. I thought I did a couple in here, up higher. I can only see the one. Maybe one is all I did up here. Can't remember. Sure don't see any anywhere else up here. This branch is alive with plenty of stuff on it. Oh no, got my foil. Oh yeah, looks like there's some root forming there. Don't want to lose this thing, so I'm going to wrap it back up. Last thing I want to do is dump all the soil off that I put into that. It's hard enough to get it in here anyway. Oh, shit. Trying to be careful and I messed it all up. Now I probably just lost it because it's lost half of my soil. Wrap is not staying in place right now and I just lost more. Oh, love it. Love it, love it. Well, I may have just ruined that one. May have just ruined that one. I guess we'll see. The overwhelming consensus I'm getting so far from everything definitely needs more time. Some of what I was reading was showing that they were ready to go in 4 to 6 weeks or something like that, and maybe it was the particular type of tree that that person was air layering. I don't know. Learning some things though, that's for sure. All right, this one's got growth and life. The younger branch. Try to be more careful with this one so I don't lose all my dang soil. Okay, I don't see any roots like really shooting out anywhere. I'm not going to unwrap it, but I do see little nodules at the root edge of the soil. The branch is alive and well. I don't think I'm going to unwrap anymore. If I peel that off and I see a root ball in a month, then I'll feel good about it. If I don't, then I'm just going to leave it. Might even leave it all season if that's what it comes to. As long as that branch is alive and has leaves and sprouts on it and it's doing good and looking strong, I'm just going to leave it alone. So the apples, it seems like, definitely the more vertical and the younger the bark. See, this is a little bit older, starting to form moss, and this is fresh, probably 2 or 3 year. I don't know, something like that. It's young enough, it's still green, soft bark. That's the stuff that seems to be thriving really well on these starts. The branches are still intact and they're doing good. More vertical seems to help. Learning a lot right now. I'm gonna give everything another month, but I'm definitely learning a lot about this right now, just with what I'm seeing. Well, overall down here we have a much better success rate. Everything that we started down here is still alive and thriving. I think down here has taught me more about what size, age, type of branch, position, and shape as well that is successful. So pretty optimistic about it all in all though. I think it's going to turn out pretty okay. I think we might actually have some pretty good starts on some of that.